Alright, what's going on, guys? So today I have another interior mod for the 335. So I got sponsored by this company called BAESICPERFORMANCE. So they do make custom Alcantara or suede trim, which is pretty cool. They sent me this box with my car like laser engraved right there, so it's pretty dope. So shout out to them. So we'll be installing this custom trim for my car today. So let's get right to it, see how it looks. So I already went ahead and opened, obviously opened the box and took out all the trim pieces to make sure everything was fine. But look how it looks. This is not the Alcantara version, which I don't really like to get Alcantara too much because it does get damaged very easy. Even if you touch it with your hands and stuff. So I know I'm going with the suede, but man, this still looks really, really good. Like, you got the red stitching right here. You can do whatever color you want. So if you want blue, green, yellow, whatever you want, like you can get the stitching like to your preference. So obviously I'm going with a red theme, so I went with the red stitching. And also I did this option, which is pretty cool. So I got the N54 logo on it. So just take a look at that. Like, the quality of this is really, really good. Like, everything is glued properly. Like, all the edges, everything. There's no crappy corners anywhere. So shout out to them. Like I said, they do packages very well. They put a lot of bubble wrap and all that, so it doesn't get damaged during shipping. So that's a good thing. I don't really have any complaints with this company. Everything seems, to be fine. All the pieces are there for the trim. Nothing is broken. I will say the only thing I noticed is that this, in order to open this, you can't just push it anymore, like the traditional one. I have to kind of go like that. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I have to push it and then go like that. You see? So that's the only complaint I really have, but I think it's because the material is too thick, which is probably a normal thing. And also, this cigarette lighter is kind of dirty, but I mean, as long as it works, it doesn't really matter. But other than that, I don't see anything else bad on it. Like I said, this company, they pretty much what they do is that you buy the trim pieces and then you send them your core for money. Or you can just keep your own trim, again, if you don't want to send it. But they do reuse, used trim and just, lay it over with some suede or Alcantara. But yeah, let's get into the video and I'll show you guys how to remove the trim and to install it. Alright, so yeah, this is the current state of the 335. It's fucking collapsed. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's all apart right now because I'm getting ready to... I'm just prepping for the BMW Invasion meet that's coming up soon, next week here in Orlando. So yeah, I hope to see a lot of you guys there because I know you guys want to see my build. So yeah, I'm just trying to clean up the engine bay and all that stuff. I'm actually getting my turbo housing powder coated. That's why that's off. So I can't wait to see how that new color is. I will be changing this oil filter housing to another housing that kind of looks like that color, just to make it look more metallic, because that one's kind of fading. And I pretty much did the 335D charge pipe and the tank finally. So I got a light so you can see better. So yeah, I did that when I switched over to the Doc Race, and I pretty much wire loomed all these controllers for my headlights and from right here too, just to make it look cleaner. Just trying to get everything just look more black, trying to get rid of all this ugly crap, just to make it look more presentable. But that's pretty much it. I'm just waiting on, like I said, my housing to put everything back together. Just little details. I did end up getting my fenders rewrapped because it has some scratches. So shout out to my boy for doing that. And also he wrapped my roof in carbon fiber. So look at this carbon fiber, it looks legit, like real carbon fiber, it's just crazy. So this is from Vinyl Frog. So if you guys want to do this as well, You can use my discount code 335 iCarlos for a discount. It's not nothing crazy, but you know, discount to discount. But like this looks really, really good. Also, I bought these. I had these like previously from Amazon. These things are like 30 bucks. It's just like a carbon fiber pillar trim thing, which I mean, for 30 bucks you can't really beat it because it looks really good on the car instead of that faded black that I had. And I also plan on getting new mirror caps, which are on the way. I want to get them before the show, which hopefully they arrive. Because this is the only carbon piece that I noticed that's kind of like fading right here. It's getting yellow. So if anything, I'll just use these as spares, like if you know the new ones get messed up or something. But yeah, other than that, I mean, this is the only piece that I want to change because see like how this is black and then that's just fading yellow. Alright, so let's start with the door trim pieces first. So literally every single piece, well this for E90, I mean E92 is the same thing pretty much. You can use one of these pry tools. You can get it from your local auto parts store or just Harbor Freight. So pretty much you want to put this against that like that and then just pry back and then it'll pop forward. So I already did that, so I already, you know, it just pops out like that. So you just want to make sure you do it nice and like soft, see, and it'll just pop out. You don't, because the thing is, if you do it too fast, the little pieces inside the trim will just break off. So as you can see, like mine right here, the previous owner like probably took it off, and then that piece snapped off. So you want to make sure you do it like delicate because these things will snap off. But yeah, like with the new trim, he doesn't supply these white little tabs, so you will have to take it off from yours, which is not hard to do, but they go inside these little slots in the door right here. Other than that, like I said, it's just, you know, plug and play, and then I'm gonna get to this one after. Alright, so like for my trim, I mean your trim probably do this too. So mine came out with the piece already, like on one of them right here it got stuck. So if you want, so say for example all of them get stuck, you can literally just pry this back and it'll pop up. You see it? And then you can just slot it back in like that in the new trim. So that's what I'm doing right now with this one. So I'm just gonna literally, you grab this and then you just slot it right here. Let me see with my big ass hand. And it just pops in like that, you see? So yeah, those white trim pieces are important because without that the trim won't stick. Alright, so I got all the door trim pieces in. So what I noticed when you install it, just be patient when you put it in. Since this is thicker material, it's not gonna like sit flush in some areas. So you can make it work by like, you know, just pressing it hard with the little thing. So if you're you know, the little white things I showed before, if those are messed up, I'd recommend just ordering some because he doesn't supply them, which is understandable. But mine are pretty much kind of like messed up, so I try to work with what I got because, you know, I don't have time to order it. But it came out pretty good. Like I said, it lines up, everything lines up perfectly, like, you know, like OEM. So here's the rear one. It's kind of hard to see because, you know, it's suede and everything's black now. But yeah, I think it looks way better. It just looks cleaner instead of the aluminum trim. I know aluminum trim kind of accents it out. Also, you do have the option if you do want to get like red stitching on the door trims too. I opted out for it because I just wanted to have the trim, you know, before BMW Invasion. So if you do want like a stitching or like, you know, like custom N54 around it, you can do that. But like I said, I opted out for that, which, you know, I kind of regret it now because, you know, it just looks like a plain black. But, you know, maybe later I'll change it up. But for now, I think it looks good. So now I'm gonna start with this one, that one, and the other EC vent over there. So I'll get back to you guys once I take it off. Alright, so I'm not trying to make this video long, but, you know, I'm trying to show you guys too how to take it off. So I didn't even use a pry tool for this. I literally just put my hand like this and just literally pulled it back and it just comes off. See, literally all comes off in one piece. This one, you might have to use a pry tool for sure, like right here in this corner. But it's the same thing. Literally, once you pull it up, like once you pry it up, this just pops up like that. And then same thing where my GFB is at. It's the same process as this one. You literally just pull back and then that's it, and they all just come out. So I'm gonna be putting this on. Like I said, all this is plug and play. Like there's no cutting, no trimming, none of that stuff that you gotta do. So once everything's back together, I'll record it and I'll show you guys. Alright, so once you pull it back, this is what you should be seeing. There's a push clip right here for the start, push the start button. So just take that out, and then after that, you just take out these two clips for the AC vent and the traction control and all that crap. But other than that, like it just pops out. It's pretty much easy. Alright, so in order to take out those clips that I just showed you, like easier, you can pop this out by pushing this. There's one on the bottom and one on top, and you just literally push it like that. See how it's going outwards towards me, and then the bottom, and you just keep pushing, and then it should eventually just pop out on its own like that. And then that way you have easy access right here now in the back to just pull those cables out. Alright, so if you want to transfer over your start button, like how I want to transfer it over, because you know I don't want the OEM one, there's these push tabs right here. So there's one right here and one right there. So you literally just push it, like you hear it clicking. So I'm gonna do it off camera, but you just push that and then push forward and it should pop out. So I got everything in on this trim. Everything is reverse order. Just make sure when you put this to feed the cables first and then connect this. That way it'll make it easier, because if you just put this back in first, then it's gonna be like a pain in the ass just to, you know, feed the cables. And then this, it snaps in good. It's just you gotta use a little more force, because you know the suede is thicker material. So you know, just kind of give it a little push in, and then it should go in, and then you just connect it back, and then literally everything just snaps back to place. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do this one and then the other one, like I said, and I'll show you guys. Alright, so for this trim, I do recommend this pry tool. With the other ones, like I said, you can use it, but you can in reality just use your hands. But the best place to start at right here is this corner. So just try to put this under it and then start lifting up. You see, everything will just start going up, and then it'll just lift up. And then now when you have like it open enough, that's what you can start doing with your hands, and then it'll just pop up like that. And just make sure to feed it out, you know, slowly, because I don't know, I'm picky with stuff, so I don't want, you know, stuff to get damaged. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, like I said. So once you have it out, it's one connector right here, and that's it. It's just a push tab again. You pull it off, and then that's it. And then it should come off from it, and then, you know, you just pull it out. So I got the center trim piece in. It did take me a little longer because I had to connect my GFB wiring with the cigarette lighter. So it took a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. So with you guys, like I said, it's just reverse order. Just plug it back in, and then it literally just goes on. And then put your trim piece right here. So I ended up putting my Track Toys Germany piece back on. It matches literally perfect with it. If you guys are interested in this one as well, this trim piece, hit them up on Instagram. Let them know I sent you, and they'll probably hook you up with a little discount. But this and this together just looks crazy. Like it's literally perfect. Like it was meant to be with each other. And these are two different companies, so that's crazy that the materials are like literally the same. But yeah, everything matches, everything lined up perfectly. So I'll do the final product, or like the final review once I'm done, but I literally just got that one left and I'm done. Alright guys, here's the final look. This interior looks fucking crazy now. Way better than what it was. Also, don't mind the mess in the background. I'm in the process of moving, and also I'm trying to get ready for BMW Invasion, so there's just shit everywhere. But I ended up getting this mount. My boy recommended me one stock E92, so shout out to him for my GFB. It just looks like a cleaner. It's just a way cleaner setup, and because I used to have it like taped on my aluminum trim, so it wasn't the best, but this is way cleaner. Also, I ended up getting a controller mount for my bag setup. It's another magnetic mount as well that goes into the radio, so it screws in there. So it's just a cleaner setup, just so it's not and like, you know, all over the place in my interior. I was gonna get that anyways, so I'm glad I got it, you know, knocked out right now. But overall, the interior trims is everything like went smooth. My main concern was the cigarette lighter not opening correctly, but it opens properly, like I said. I showed you guys how to do it earlier. But yeah, everything works. I mean, everything went on smooth. There's no like, you know, you have to adjust this, adjust that, trim that. So if you guys are, like I said, if you guys are interested in this trim, hit up Basic Performance. I will be linking their page and their website in my description. Also, if you guys are interested in that shifter boot from Track Toys Germany, I will be linking that as well. So like I said, just hit them up. You know, tell them I sent you over, and then, you know, use code 335iCarlos for a discount. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. The only other thing that I have left in my interior is I want to get this headliner blacked out, which I will be doing soon. Hopefully next week. I'm not going to be recording that because the process is just, my friend's going to be doing it, I'm not, so I won't really be there. But other than that, I mean, the interior is pretty much complete the way I want it. Like, I really love how this came out. So, as always, I appreciate you guys watching. And like I said, just let me know what other videos you guys want to see. And stay tuned for more videos.
Got the cops now, call the ops out. Do you want some more? Watch them drop out. Got the cops now, call the ops out. Do you want some more? Watch them drop out. Got the cops now, call the ops out.